Hi, my name's Steve, business partner Austin, and today we're going to look at case studies as marketing content. And there's no better marketing content than the case study showing the customer exactly what they're looking for. So you're a bookkeeper, you're trying to attract more clients. Let's say you live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bookkeeper, and you're looking for maybe that perfect client. Maybe it's let's go did hair salon last time. Let's go auto repair. Maybe you work with auto repair people. So, so what would bring the auto repair people in? And of course, a case study showing that you worked with another auto repair company and you had great results. So the case study shows potential clients what you do, how you solve their problems, and what kind of results they may experience when they work with you. That's exactly all the questions they have, and you're going to answer it in one really simple case study. So it's nice to say I provide reliable bookkeeping services, but that doesn't mean anything to anybody because that's what every bookkeeper should do. No bookkeeper is going to tell you that I provide unreliable services. They're not going to tell you that. So when you hear you provide reliable, that means nothing to anybody. But the case study does mean something. So you show that the auto repair company that you have helped for several months now. They were behind on their books. Their accounts weren't reconciled. Their financial reports were inaccurate, and they just weren't sure if they were making money, not making money. They were confused. You can even show like a nice little box filled with receipts. That would be a perfect segue, and you'd explain exactly what you did. Well, we organized those transactions, we reconciled the accounts, we corrected the reporting issues, created a monthly bookkeeping process that allowed the owner to stay up to date. And the results were amazing. The business owner could clearly see their income and expenses, they knew their cash flow, they were better prepared for tax season, and could make decisions now with confidence. This is so much more convincing than simply saying, I'm reliable with the books. So this is exactly where you want to be. And if you can tell them how much time you saved them for the month or per month and how much money you saved them on taxes, that would be even better. You might not always be able to do that. I'm going to turn it over to Austin, and he's going to show you what a case study should look like, which includes four basic things.
Okay, first, you want to describe the type of client you help. So you don't have to go into the client's name or anything that personal, but you can say whether we're a contractor, a medical clinic, a law firm, a restaurant owner, a real estate investor, or another type of business. Second, describe the problem they were experiencing. So were they behind on their books? Were their accounts unreconciled? Did they have inaccurate reports? Were they spending too much time trying to manage QuickBooks themselves? And third, explain the work you completed. So keep this section simple and focus on the process that helps solve the problem. So, fourth, share the results. So whenever possible, use a specific result, such as catching up on 6 months of bookkeeping, saving the owner several hours each week, improving their reporting, or helping them prepare for tax season. Once you have a case study, you can use it in several places. You can turn it into a Facebook or LinkedIn post. You can add it to your website. You can discuss it in a short video. You can include it in an email newsletter. You can also break one case study into several smaller pieces of content. For example, one post could discuss the client's original problem, another could explain the bookkeeping process you use, a third could highlight the final result. Remember to get permission before using a client's name, business name, financial information, or identifying details. When necessary, keep the case study anonymous and focus on the situation and outcome. People want to know more than what services you offer. They want to know whether you understand their problems and whether you have helped someone like them before. A good case study answers both questions. Think about one client you helped recently. What problem did they have? What did you do? And what changed after working with you? The story could become your next and possibly your most efficient piece of marketing content. Yeah.
And that explains it all. So rather than writing out content, you know, that you might ordinarily write, like with difference between an accountant and a bookkeeper, which everyone writes, but these case study describes to the customer exactly what they're looking for. They want to know, what you do if you understand their problems, and how do you solve them. You answer them all in one case study. It works better than anything you'll ever do. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.